And then Cunningham gets into the face of DiJonai Carrington. So clearly was a foul, was not called.
Men should not play sports against women. I'm not going to get into all the bullshit that's going on out here in the world today. If anybody thinks that, I think they're stupid. I'm not.
August 8th, 2026. During the opening quarter, with less than 3 minutes on the clock, DiJonai Carrington caught up with Cunningham as she drove toward the basket on a fast break. Carrington's left arm then came across Cunningham's face and neck area, sending her crashing violently onto the court without enough time to protect herself. The collision immediately sent shockwaves through the basketball world. Charles Barkley, the Hall of Famer known for his brutally direct opinions and his unwillingness to tolerate questionable plays disguised as normal competition, had clearly seen enough.
I mean, look, it was a hard foul. I don't think that DiJonai intentionally came out to get her across the neck like she did, but it did happen, and I thought it was the right call. But, you know, one of the things about Nay is that she's going to play her butt off, man. She's going to compete. Nobody's going to go walking in for a layup. And so I don't oppose the hard foul, but I also don't think that she intentionally went for the neck.
And this is where things took an even more serious turn. Just 8 minutes after the foul, while Cunningham remained on the court being evaluated and her teammates were keeping her separated from Carrington, DiJonai Carrington took to threads and posted the words, "White privilege at Indiana Fever."
DiJonai Carrington is such an unserious person, because what do you mean you commit a flagrant 2 and then you go to threads and play the victim?
Now trying to prevent the layup, but that is just a hard hit. That's definitely going to be upgraded, I think, to a flagrant 2, Ryan.
I think that is going to be a flagrant 2. There is wind up, there is follow through, there's potential for injury.
Like, that was such a clear flagrant 2. Like, clearly she almost took Sophie's head off, and I don't even like Sophie, and she got me on this internet defending Sophie. Like, but that was a clear flagrant 2. Like, there is no question about it. So the fact that she went to threads, and anybody called this, like, everybody knew she was about to go to threads as soon as she got ejected from the game. And then the fact that she tagged the Indiana Fever, what does the Fever got to do with it? The refs are who threw you out the game. It has nothing to do with the Fever. And to say white privilege, like, I'm just so confused. You are the one who fouled her. Like, what is not clicking? And it was 100% done on purpose. And I can only assume it's because of all of Sophie Cunningham's comments that she's been making to the media in the last couple of weeks about biological men and women's sports and all that. And like I said, I don't even like Sophie Cunningham, but girl, that was definitely a flagrant 2. At this point, I just have to assume that DiJonai loves attention and clout, because you clearly wanted attention when you committed that flagrant 2, and you wanted attention when you went to threads. I mean, this is the same person who outed her relationship drama on threads, so are we surprised?
She then pointed to August 23rd, the scheduled date for the next meeting between these two teams. The player who had just struck Cunningham in the face and been ejected from the game had already posted white privilege, while Cunningham was still on the court and had not even been taken off the floor yet.
Take a walk with me, take a walk with me, take a walk with me. There is craziness going on in the WNBA. DiJonai Carrington tweeted out white privilege from the locker room of a game that she was playing in. Get this, she fouled Sophie Cunningham hard. Sophie Cunningham, obviously a white person, fouled her hard. Flagrant 2, gets ejected, goes to the locker room and tweets out white privilege in the middle of the game. Now here's the kicker to me. A flagrant 2 has to be contact that can lead to an injury that looks excessive. DiJonai, it was about as excessive as possible. If there was any evidence of there being white privilege, this was not it.
This wasn't simply an emotional reaction during a heated game. It wasn't some accidental mistake made in the heat of competition. Instead, it was a deliberate public message, carefully posted in the aftermath, that appeared to tell the entire basketball community how DiJonai Carrington viewed what had happened with the foul.
Just to protect her, that's it. I mean, you know, I got my teammate back always, so just to get out of the way.
Gotta ask about her response. She went in and she got on social and said white privilege after her getting
Who did this?
DiJonai did. Any response to that?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Cunningham had already created separation on the fast break when Carrington caught up from behind and swung her left arm across the face and upper neck area. The contact knocked Cunningham backward, sending her hard onto the court before she could brace herself for the fall. Officials initially ruled the play a flagrant 1, but after reviewing the incident, They changed the call to a flagrant 2 and immediately ejected Carrington from the game.
Sophie Cunningham was brutally fouled in the face during today's game, and the offending player, DiJonai Carrington, was ejected after officials ruled her hit a flagrant 2. But after the ejection, Carrington posted, quote, "white privilege," on social media and tagged the Indiana Fever. The on-court drama follows weeks of backlash and protests against Cunningham for speaking out against including transgender athletes in the WNBA.
Cunningham got back to her feet almost immediately and confronted Carrington near the baseline, shoving her in the chest, while shouting before Michaela Timpson and Fever security stepped in and separated the two players. As Carrington made her way toward the tunnel, Sky supporters responded with loud cheers. A player had just been thrown out after a flagrant foul during a fast break layup sent her opponent crashing to the court. Yet the home crowd still applauded as she left.
Punch in the throat, that could kill her, right? And the WNBA, right? The people that run that league, if you're DiJonai here and you have a foul like that, I don't want to hear about, okay, that's a flagrant 2 and you get this sort of fine. She should be suspended for the rest of the season.
That was the atmosphere surrounding the Indiana Fever on August 8th. It was the same arena where Cunningham had to compete just 1 week after her comments about transgender issues had made her a political target. The player responsible for striking her in the face was then given a standing ovation as she headed toward the locker room. Following the ejection, Carrington wrote "white privilege" on Threads and tagged the Fever. She later shared August 23rd, the next scheduled matchup between the two teams. Two separate posts appeared just 8 minutes after the flagrant foul ejection.
Because this isn't, as you said, Tommy, a whoops. This is intentional. This was targeting Sophie Cunningham, and I don't care if the player is white or black. It does not matter. When you do this to somebody, this is horrible for the league. Obviously, this was done because Sophie Cunningham stood up for women, saying that men shouldn't play against women in sports because there is obviously a chromosome advantage, just like you see with steroids, a chemical advantage.
White privilege followed by a date. Those were the two messages DiJonai Carrington decided to put out toward the Indiana Fever and Cunningham's teammate, Caitlin Clark. Cunningham later addressed the situation, saying she felt the response was completely unnecessary. She explained that she had never really talked with Carrington and had no personal issue with her, adding that Carrington might simply have some unresolved feelings she needed to deal with.
Hey, the WNBA is the gift that keeps on giving. The latest is a clothesline foul on Sophie Cunningham by DiJonai Carrington, the woman that went on an incredibly racist rant against cab driver and, of course, knocked the hell out of Caitlin Clark from behind her rookie year. But that's okay. I'm not mad at that kind of basketball. That's all good. But the problem is after. It was white privilege.
Get your stuff off. 3 simple words. No fear, no playing the victim, and no unnecessary theatrics. The same Sophie Cunningham who has said there is room for everyone at her table, who speaks about showing people love, and who wants young girls to feel protected in sports. That same Cunningham took a flagrant arm across her face and neck, crashed to the floor without a chance to brace herself, got back up, and confronted Carrington face to face. She watched Carrington get ejected, then saw the white privilege post appear just 8 minutes later, and answered with 3 words, "Get your stuff off." That's fine.
Just want you to think logically and please comment on this. White girl goes to the basket. African-American woman knocks her on her ass, clothesliner, knocks her down, upgraded to a flagrant 2. Black girl kicked out, and it's all because of white privilege. Let me know what you think. I think it's typical WNBA stupidity, and I love it.
Responding to Carrington's Threads post, Cunningham made her position clear. The ejection had nothing to do with race. Nothing at all. The player who was on the receiving end of the foul herself said race had no connection to what happened. Yet Carrington still chose to post white privilege. Meanwhile, the crowd continued cheering after the ejection. This was the scene surrounding the WNBA on August 8th, 2026. But what happened that night goes far beyond a single flagrant foul.
I am so fucking sick of the Indiana Fever and Sophie Cunningham. I really, really mean it. And I really have been trying to just keep my mouth shut because the rabid-ass, racist-ass fan base makes it insufferable to actually talk about basketball with people, one, who know the game, who used to play the game, and understand sometimes things just happen in the game. DiJonai got ejected in the first quarter in the Chicago Sky versus Indiana Fever. Sophie Cunningham went up for a layup. DiJonai went to block it, right? Flying in the air. When she went to smack, she missed the ball, hit Sophie's head. I have not played basketball since junior high. That happened to me before. But where I'm at now with it is, one, everything Sophie Cunningham does in the game is for social media. Everything she does in that game is for social media's response, no matter what. Why? Because she's a mid-ass player in the fucking league. And yes, I am a person who has not played basketball since junior high, but I can say she is a mid player in the league. Look at her stats, who understands that where her opportunity is being a social media meme, clip, soundbite. And she will do that by any means, because at this point, that's making her off-court money. What irritates me is, one, DiJonai getting the flagrant 2. I don't think that it should have been a flagrant 2, because the intent to hurt, I don't think that there was an intent to hurt. When you go up to block the ball, especially in a layup, sometimes that shit happens. However, what I'm going to talk about is the aftermath. Sophie getting up and getting in DiJonai's face, and you physically see DiJonai say, stop, stop, stop. With the public, the people who support Sophie Cunningham and the Fever, resulting in such blatant racism, in such social media attacks on any team, any player that is opposing the Fever, Sophie, Caitlin Clark, and especially being black, it results in such racism. Not only now are the players like, hey, I know if I'm going up against the Fever, and especially Sophie, Caitlin, I will take Lexi Hull out of this. Last season, we was getting close, Lexi. We was getting really close. I'll take her out of this equation now. But especially those two, the black players understand that if anything happens, even though it may be things that happen during the game, shit that is so normal to happen during the game, they know that they have racist attacks waiting on them online. Or hell, even if
DiJonai Carrington and Caitlin Clark already have a history that dates back to 2024. During a game that year, Carrington made contact directly with Clark's eye in a moment that quickly spread across social media. Clark supporters everywhere saw the footage. No flagrant was called during the live action, and after the play was reviewed, Carrington received neither a suspension nor any publicly announced fine. Now, in 2026, that same player was ejected after swinging her arm across Cunningham's face, only to post white privilege.
DiJonai, did you, when you went and kind of swatted at Caitlin, did you intend to hit her in the eye? And if so, could you just, or if not, either way, could you talk about what happened on that play?
I don't even know why I would intend to hit anybody in the eye. That doesn't even make sense to me. But no, I didn't. I didn't know I hit her, actually. I was trying to make a play on the ball, and I guess I followed through and I hit her. So obviously it's never intentional. That's not even like the type of player that I am. So yeah.
Did you and Marina kind of laugh about it afterwards? It looked like there was later on in the game they caught you guys laughing about it.
No, I just told you I didn't even know I hit her. So I can't laugh about something I didn't know happened.
With the increase